St. Joseph Mustangs trying to make it back to the Mink League Championship Series.
You could feel the momentum shift, and they were able to take advantage.
They are the Mink League champions for the 7th time in team history.
The 4th. Paul Liner up the middle, over the glove of Nivens. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score.
And those guys were just so tough all year long, especially towards the end. You know, they got hot when it mattered the most.
The St. Joseph Mustangs are 2021 Mink League champions.
They were super excited for the opportunity to bring a championship back.
Welcome to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustang Show, sponsored by Triumph Foods and Get Credit Union. I'm Mitchell Riberall. Chris Roush can't be here this week, but I am joined by Danielle Soxie.
Hello, Mitchell.
Hello.
It's nice to be by you and co-hosting a show with you. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm glad you're here. We've been working together for a year and a half now, and this is the first time we've actually done a show together. I
know, it's been too long. We've been on the sidelines a lot together, but glad to be doing a show with you.
Yes, it's time for both of us to hit the main stage together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
Sorry, Chris, but you know, we have a lot to get to this week. It's going to be a fun show, so hopefully you enjoy. And this week, we're going to start off with Fire vs. Police. Have you been to any of those before or heard anything about that?
I've heard about it. I've seen Chris do stories on it before, and it's such a great thing that community leaders and community members can come out and do such a fun celebrity game like that.
Yeah, and this is another year. This has been going on for several years. I lost track of how many times they've done it, and while it is a competition between the two, it's always fun to see who will come out on top. There's always some people who think they know who will, but never really always happens. But check out this week's.
Come on, Pilates, let's go, come on. Let's go, we're out here, let's go.
It's one of the most competitive trash-talking games of the summer.
You suck.
Hey! I thought you wore red for us.
Nope, this.
Oh my goodness. We'll try our best.
I will.
The annual Fire vs. Police softball game at Phil Welch Stadium. So why do you think the police are going to win this year?
5 minutes is not good, so we're just going to win this year.
Heading into this year's game, St. Joseph Fire Department brought in the bragging rights while the police department needed to play catch-up.
Going down about 5 minutes lose.
The firemen are going to lose, yes.
Both teams traded early runs Saturday in this rough and tumble, ruthless game.
We're going to win right here, right now.
But then the fire department extinguished the police's hopes.
I need to wake up, let's go.
You to wake up?
Yes. Catcher is fine. I need a new pitcher.
Another year, another victory for the fire department, retaining the K9 Max trophy, while the police team not exactly thrilled. How'd you play tonight?
We was horrible, we was stuck.
I'll tell you what, the fire department came out to play, defending champions. The police department, they talked a big game beforehand, and then to see the effort on the field, I was kind of, let's just say not surprised, but they did try.
But there's always next year, and that's what makes this game fun for all those involved.
It's just fun to see this group of people out here. I mean, the situations that they see every day, pretty stressful stuff, and so to be able to host them out here, have a little bit of fun, relax, and the crowd support's always tremendous. It's just an honor of ours to be able to have them out here.
So the firefighters coming out on top on this year's Fire vs. Police game. The police, they might have to get some things figured out going into next summer. Hopefully they can come back on, make a little more competition, come out on top.
Yeah, they have a year to practice, so.
Yes, they might need it after this one.
Another special group, though, that was out here was members of the Special Olympics community that were honored before St. Joseph's Mustangs game, so let's check out what that game was all about.
This is our second year doing it. Last year it was awesome. Tonight is gonna be more awesome. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and to combine Special Olympics and the Mustangs together as one big family, to get to know the players and the players to get to know us, and it's wonderful.
And coming up next, the St. Joseph Mustangs team gets out in the community and interacts with the next generation of athletes here in St. Joe.
And later on in the St. Joe Mustang Show, Blaze Battleground, once again, he almost lost a couple weeks ago. Will he win this week? Find out next.
Welcome back to the St. Joseph Mustang Show. I'm Danielle Soxie alongside Mitchell Ribberall.
Yes, it's so far so good, right?
Yes, it's been so
fun?
smooth. Nothing has gone wrong.
Perfect. That's all you got to know. Well, Danielle, before we get into this next story, I mean, youth sports is a big thing. I mean, I assume you played youth sports. Is that true when you were younger?
I did, all the way since I was 5 years old, all the way up until I was a senior in high school. My dad had me and my siblings involved with many youth sports as long as we could.
Yes, that's exactly how my family was. Me and my younger sister, we played every sport imaginable, and we kept going through high school. And the Mustangs now, while they are busy schedule with games almost every day, they are still taking their time to go out into the community and watch some of these youth sports and kind of support the next generation of athletes.
How many runs are there? Crosby might get another home run.
It means a lot to me because all these kids, they come up to all of our games and support us even when we're losing. So for us to be able to come out here and support them when they're playing the sport that we love and they love, I think it's really awesome. Well, it's a lot bigger than wins and losses because at the end of the day, all they care about is if we just go up and talk to them or play catch with them, hand them a baseball, sign a baseball for them, and just be there to support them as much as they support us.
Welcome back to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustang Show. We are joined once again by the Mustangs owner, Kai Turner.
Yeah, the energy feels really good out here, the feng shui, I think. So it's a nice change. Welcome, Danielle.
Thank you so much.
Better chemistry with the three.
I bring a really good energy to the table, I feel like.
I think so too.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, so to start the season, you know, you guys are getting close to playoffs. There's a little battle for first place between you and Clorinda, so
it's a big battle.
Yeah,
it's a big battle, and this is, you know, when it really gets fun and you sit on the edge of your seat for every pitch, you know, because like the first month we're getting to meet these guys and, you know, who the team is and their makeup, and now like, you know, like we're entrenched, you know, we feel these guys, we know their stories, we know who they are, and to, you know, you root for them. And so now you see them come together and it's us versus Clorinda, especially with last year and the way it ended and beating them. And so, you know, they want revenge. And so it's coming down to, you know, us and them again. And so we've got a lot of games here at the end of the season, and each one of them matter. And so it's a lot of fun. It's nerve-wracking. It's full of pressure, but this is what we look forward to.
You know, with it being so close and a lot of home games towards the end of the season, what's it like fan-wise? Or do they show up? They show up all season, but do they really come out towards the end knowing that it's a championship team and it's down to the wire towards the end of the season?
You know, if you're watching at home, I'm sure, you know, now that you don't see Chris, everyone's, you know, probably tuning in more. And so it's kind of the same effect out here. But, you know, I mean, the sport's been tremendous. You know, that it's supposed to be hot. It's July. And so the beauty of us playing at night, and again, I go back to, like, you know, these guys who come from all over the country play for St. Joe, and St. Joe supported them wholeheartedly and so well. And so, yeah, and, you know, we expect to finish it strong because this is our last chances to see these guys. And so, and then, you know, you can't get your fill of Mustangs baseball until, you know, next summer. And so, you know, we'll finish the season strong, and it'll be a lot of fun.
And you guys, I mean, you have a lot of players first time with the Mustangs, like you were saying, and some probably last time, and just being able to even push for a quest for that 3 straight and host here at Phil Welch. What do you think that would mean to you and them?
We really would like to host some of these games at Phil Welch. I mean, that's a big deal, the advantage that our crowd provides. You know, our guys feed off that. And so, you know, it's it should be a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, the regular season's going to be fun. Obviously, it's going to be fun in postseason, but there's just so much that can change. I mean, really, we might not know till the day before, and so the playoffs start, and so who knows what's going to happen. You know, we've got a lot of fun promotions. We've got Christmas in July. Danielle, your favorite Christmas movie is?
Oh my gosh. Oh, the Polar Express.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
that's
never
the first
mind.
thing that popped
that
into my
changes
head.
a lot.
Yeah,
The
it does.
Polar
Yeah.
Express. There's
I'm
so many good
sorry.
options.
As a child,
Wow.
I love that one.
Well, I don't know. Mitch, what's your favorite Christmas song?
You know, the Heat Miser and Snow Miser.
Yeah,
No,
I do
like,
know it, but
it's an animated movie about Santa Claus,
Wow.
and they're singing about keeping it hot. And,
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
okay, so there's that out there. But, you know, we're giving away Christmas ornaments. Those are actually pretty cool. And it's a lot of fun on Saturday. And, you know, we've got different stuff going on. Wednesday, set your own price night.
What are the players saying? Do you hear what they're saying during the games? So exciting.
You know, they're all fired up. I mean, it's just, you know, you go back to relationships that, you know, everyone forms throughout the season. These guys, I mean, they see each other nearly every day. I mean, I think they've had like 4 off days, and so for 2 months. And so it's really funny to see, like, you know, they have their own, you know, stuff that they do with each other, or, you know, the rally dyno, I forget whatever they call that. I mean, they've got their own little quirks and that they've worked out now, and they're comfortable. And so, but, you know, they're all fired up. I mean, we were just talking to Trevor McCollum, and, you know, he's talking about the playoffs and what it means. And so these guys are, this is what they came here for. And we're going to try and win another championship. First time would be 3 in a row.
Good to know. Yeah.
Hope that happens.
I hope so, too.
Yeah, perfect. All right, that is all we have. Kai, thanks for joining again, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustang Show, sponsored by Getz Credit Union and Triumph Foods. I'm alongside Danielle Soxie. It's another great show. Glad to have you here. And we were talking a little bit during the break that you are a big baseball fan. You went to a lot of Royals games. So where's kind of that love come from?
You know, Mitchell, I grew up playing softball. I remember just always spending my time at the baseball and softball fields. And I would also always go home and watch as many Royals games as I could. So just, it's a part of summer. You know, summer's my favorite season. The sights and sounds of baseball at the ballpark, it can't get any better than that.
And I agree. While I'm from Oregon, didn't have a major league team, I still try to go to every college game, every minor league game, just because of that atmosphere. Mm-hmm. And baseball atmosphere is something special that everyone should get out and experience one at least multiple times every summer, honestly, in my opinion. Yeah. And we aren't the only ones from KQ2 that has deep-rooted baseball roots, and KQ2's Chris Roush also has that sport running in his family.
Warming up again.
Yes, it is.
Boy, we're having a lot of hot weather.
Homer Ulmer and my grandfather, Charlie Roush, have a friendship spanning decades and features quite a few stories to share.
A catcher, Eddie Cross, after the game is over, he said, "Well, Homer, we've got a winning streak going."
These sports stories aren't possible, though, if a passion for the game didn't start somewhere.
The teacher was kind-hearted enough. She made the older kids let us young ones play with them, and they had to pitch to us where we could hit it. But by the time I was in the 3rd grade, I could catch some of their fly balls that they hit out there to us.
Sports played a big part in his early education. No matter the country school, sports were involved.
We played our sports there. There again, we didn't play any outside teams. We just played amongst ourselves, played workup.
So as these two chatted it up and looked back at the years of coaching memories too, it's hard for these two to imagine a life without sports. But they do know sports play an intricate role in kids' lives.
And indirectly, it was part of their education. You wouldn't think it, but it is.
Yeah.
You know, they learned how to get along with each other.
Yeah.
It was important as long as they had that bat in their hand. They was number one for a little bit.
Another highlight of the two retired ball coaches' 30-minute conversation, they knew how much their teams wanted to always win, But at the same time, they may have established something in their players that take us back to truly what sports are all about.
We're going to play to win, but if we lose, what are we going to do if we lose? Well, he says we're going to be good sports.
All right.
I've never forgot that.
Yeah.
And after the break, we're going to see who takes on Blaze next in Blaze's Battleground. I wonder who it is, Mitchell.
Wonder who it could be.
You'll have to tune in after the break.
Welcome back to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustangs show, and it's Blaze's Battleground once again. Blaze Kemper, this time taking on Danielle Soxie, our special co-anchor this week. She's going to try and take down Blaze. So we're going to start with Blaze.
All right.
Blaze, who was the last series against that the Royals won?
So the Royals' last home series, right?
Yep, home series.
Okay. I'm going to say the Oakland A's.
Close. Detroit.
Detroit.
Can I steal an answer, please?
Detroit. All right, Danielle, who are the Royals' next two home series against?
The Los Angeles Angels, I think, is one.
Okay.
I'm going to just go with an in-division rival and say the Minnesota Twins.
No, Tampa Bay Rays. As of Thursday, who is last in the Mink League North?
The Chillicothe Mudcats.
Correct. Who did the Mustangs defeat in the 2019 championship for Mink League?
Let's just do Sedalia again.
Wrong. Ozark Generals.
Oh, they left the Mink League, though.
They did. Who is the lone Royals player to be selected to the All-Star game this year?
Andrew Benintendi.
Correct. As of Thursday, who has the most home runs on the Royals? It's a close race, I might add.
Oh my god.
It's like by one.
It's either MJ Melendez or Hunter Dozier.
With home runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go Hunter Dozier.
Is actually wrong. It is the race is between Bobby Witt and Salvi actually, 12 to 11.
Really? And Salvi hasn't played in like a month.
And Witt has 12. Witt
Okay.
Jr.
Yay, Bobby Witt.
Okay. Blaze, what player has the most runs batted in as of Thursday? You have, unless you know it.
Oh, can I get the multiple choices?
Multiple choice?
Yes, please.
Braden Berry, Dylan Carey, Will Dryber, or Tyler Petrosino?
I gotta go with the Husker Dylan Carey.
That is correct. What Mustangs player went to the same high school as Blaze? It is Braden Berry, Trevor McCollum, Brady Holden, or Camden Lutz?
I'm gonna go Brady Holden.
Brady Holden is correct. There we go. What song do the Mustangs interns perform at the end of an early innings? And they're in costumes.
Okay, third inning. If you make me go to third inning, it's a YMCA.
That is correct. Wow.
I love
I
that.
wasn't sure. Danielle, if you get this one, we're going to give you 2 points. Danielle, out of the 10 Mustang players in the All-Star game, how many position players and how many pitchers were there?
I'm gonna go 7 position players and 3 pitchers.
5 pitchers.
5 and 5. That
position
was
players.
my first
That
thought,
was
and my brain was 5 and 5.
Very impressive. Speaking on their season. Blaze, name 3 Mustangs that were All-Stars out of the 10.
Okay, I gotta go Dylan Carey, Trevor McCollum, and Brady Holden.
Blaze, once again, is the champion. Someone has to come and beat him. I just don't know who.
Brownlee, are you next?
That's it. I think we have to do that next one. Blaze, thank you for joining. Danielle. Danielle, that was a tough try. Nice try beating Blaze, but you know, Blaze is kind of good at this.
That's what I've heard, and I have now been seeing it too. It was really tough out there.
Yeah, he even beat his dad, and he shows no mercy, so it is tough.
I don't know who's going to beat him.
I don't know if anybody will. Yeah, we'll have to tune in and find out, but don't go anywhere, because when we return, we take a look at the rest of the season for the Mustangs and close out the show. Welcome back to this week's episode of the St. Joe Mustang Show, sponsored by Triumph Foods and Gets Credit Union. And we come to the end of things. A lot of things happening with Mustangs baseball. A playoff race between them and Clarinda for the 1 seed in the North. Danielle, what's kind of your thoughts on the seasons, and kind of what do you think of the show?
Well, first of all, the show was so much fun. Thank you for having me. Maybe Chris will let me come back on. We'll see.
We
but
hope so.
yes, but with this, 2 weeks left or so, there's still a lot of time, but it is a one loss or one game between these two teams, so it is going to be exciting baseball out here at Phil Welch Stadium, so you need to be here if the Mustangs are in town.
Yeah, if you are here and you have nothing else planned, might as well come out, show out for these players, because some of them might not be here next year because they're kind of ending their end of college seasons.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of sad seeing some of these guys leave, but if they can go out as a 3-time back-to-back-to-back champion, first time in Minc League history, that would be something special for them.
And that's almost unheard of in any level of baseball, to win back-to-back-to-back championships. So hopefully that happens this season. There's still a couple weeks left, but it's going to be exciting baseball out here.
And they will be in elite company if they do.
Yes.
Yes. All right, thank you for joining. We will see you here back next week.